Hi guys. I just realized that I definitely 100% look like I'm wearing an apron. I promise I'm not. This is a dress. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm Zoe Deschanel. Oh my gosh, I feel like with this dress on, I look so quirky. Hello, I hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about BECCA Cosmetics. I think that with the release of their no pigment line, things have taken a tumble with them, and I kind of want to analyze why. Also, don't look at my nails, they're gross. BECCA is a brand that has been so revered and respected, and a lot of their products are holy grails for people, and I just kind of want to talk about the attitudes towards them these days and what's happening with their brand. So let's get the show on the road. So BECCA has definitely established themselves as kind of a high-end brand. Their products are expensive and good quality, and their packaging is luxury, heavy. But lately, just from YouTube, Twitter, I'm finding that the attitudes towards BECCA's releases have been a little different for a while. So I'm wondering why people are just kind of turned off by BECCA recently. And looking at their most recent releases, I think I've kind of sort of figured out why. I'm inserting this as a disclaimer. I'm a college student. I don't work in the makeup industry. I don't work in makeup marketing. These are just kinds of the things that I have noticed and that I've thought of. I don't think I'm better than BECCA. I don't think they need to take me onto their team or whatever. I just want to throw that out there because I'm not trying to say oh, I know better than BECCA. In my humble opinion, from this chair in my house, which I never leave, in fact, from my bed under my fuzzy blanket, it seems to me like BECCA isn't entirely sure of what they're doing with themselves or who they are anymore. Their brand, from where I am, from the people I watch on YouTube, and from who I interact with, they're just not in the place that they were a couple years ago. I have a couple reasons for why I believe this. Firstly, they are not using influencer marketing to their advantage. Think back to the days of July 2015. BECCA had their collaboration with Jaclyn Hill and they created Champagne Pop. This collab was huge because it was BECCA kind of stepping out of their bubble and into the world of social media, into the world of influencers. Everyone loved it and it was insanely successful. It was a great move on their part to pick Jaclyn Hill because she was super huge on YouTube. She had such a large pull on the beauty community. She was a trendsetter and BECCA noticed this and they capitalized off this and it worked in their favor. They've done, I believe, 3 collaborations with Chrissy Teigen, who is also kind of part of the world of social media. She's married to a famous singer, John Legend. She's on Twitter for some reason. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But anyways, that did really well because people liked Chrissy. So in 2018, they put out this collaboration between Khloe Kardashian and her best friend Malika, and that, I think, did well. Lots of people are fans of the Kardashians. These collaborations have appeared to do well. They've gotten a lot of hype, and I haven't seen, at least I haven't heard of, a successful influencer collaboration from BECCA since then. Side note, looking at the screen, it looks like my left eyebrow has a really long hair, but it's not a really long hair, it's just as it. But yeah, I think it would be to BECCA's advantage to do another influencer collaboration. Another reason I think BECCA is in danger of irrelevance. Oh my god. Do you ever just get this weird bubble of air in your chest and it won't go away and then it makes your voice sound different? I can't be the only one. But the second reason I think they're kind of falling off is that their product releases and discontinuations are really, really strange. It's so weird because I feel like BECCA is not taking advantage of the current trends in makeup, the glowy skin, the cream products, cream blush, cream highlighter. It's just not the same as the blinding powder highlighters, which I think a lot of people would agree that that was more a 2016 through 2018 kind of trend in makeup. BECCA is that guy that showed up to your 20-year high school reunion in his old varsity leather jacket. They're trying to relive the glory days. I mean, think about a year ago in 2019, they put out the Champagne Pop collection, which is weird because even though Jaclyn Hill isn't really associated much with BECCA anymore, her contract expired or something like that, I still associate the words Champagne Pop with Jaclyn Hill. I remember there was a bit of speculation that they were shading her, but I don't think that companies that aren't Jeffree Star Cosmetics do that. I do think they were still trying to capitalize off of the clout that Jaclyn Hill got them for that collaboration, which I understand, but at the same time, it kind of turned into an Urban Decay Naked or NARS Orgasm kind of thing. From a consumer standpoint, I wouldn't personally want BECCA to keep running with the Champagne Pop line. I just wouldn't want them to keep pumping out Champagne Pop products. I just don't think it would be good for them to get to the level of Naked or Orgasm or anything like that. Basically to the point where it's so pushed on you that you just don't want it anymore. I think that BECCA is stuck and they're trying to bring back hype to their brand. Blinding highlight isn't really like a huge thing anymore. It's a makeup trend. And a lot like fashion trends and stock market trends, makeup trends come and go. I think they're kind of just failing to follow those trends. They are making some choices about the products they're choosing to release and discontinue. There's their newest collection, which we'll get into that in a moment. That's its own reason why BECCA is falling down as a brand. But they're discontinuing their shimmering skin perfectors and luminous blushes for why? So part of their summer collection release was like these Ignite highlighters. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to be replacing the shimmering skin perfectors. But that doesn't really make any sense to me because BECCA has like built this image and this brand off of both their liquid and powder shimmering skin perfectors. I don't understand why they would discontinue the liquid ones and bring in new ones with a totally different name. I just think it's a bad idea. Like logically, you want people to recognize the name of the product. You want people to recognize the name of the brand, and you lose the potential for that the second you change the name. Many people have heard of the BECCA liquid shimmering skin perfectors. I don't know how many people are talking about the BECCA Ignite liquid highlighters. But the thing is, they're being so like inconsistent. They've put out their Lipstick Love lipsticks and these hydrating, plumping lip balms. So I know that BECCA knows what consumers want, but oh my God, they are missing a major opportunity here. I'm starting a coup and I have a list of demands. Bring back the cheek soufflés and bring back the beach tints. Oh my God, they would do so well in this current market. They would be so successful. Rebrand them with newer, more modern packaging, maybe send them out to really big influencers, have that catch their eye. Oh, they are missing an opportunity to bring these products back. Look how well the Fenty cream blushes are doing, the Charlotte Tilbury cream blushes are doing. Like every brand and their grandmother is making cream blushes right now. BECCA, bring back your cream products right now, at this exact moment. It would be perfect, and quite frankly, I would buy it if they're less than $40. But if they're more than $40, you best believe I will be coveting them from afar. But yeah, I don't think BECCA is really taking advantage of the current makeup trends. They're not rolling with what's out there. If they were to re-release their cream products, I think people would be so much more interested in the brand. They've drummed up a little bit of hype lately, and that kind of brings me to my last point. I want to talk about their newest release, the Zero line, specifically the Zero No Pigment Foundation line. You're literally paying $36 for the Emperor's New Clothes. So BECCA showed up to their 20-year high school reunion holding their old basketball and told everyone, yeah, I can still totally dunk. Then BECCA stood on the court to dunk with everyone watching and threw the ball at your face. First of all, it's gimmicky as hell. This is not a foundation, it's a primer. It's like BECCA went on Twitter and saw that people are wanting diverse foundation lines, and they said, oh, they want a foundation for all skin tones? You know what? We'll give them a foundation with no pigment at all. That'll show them. And then they all laughed evilly amongst themselves and high-fived. It's a primer. It is a primer, and that's the truth of it. It's like they tried to jump on the trend of like super fresh, dewy, glossy makeup, and they just dropped the ball so badly. Ignore the fact that they're trying to market it as a foundation. The primer itself is mattifying. BECCA, what are you doing? Never mind that there's already kind of a foundation like that out there. It's like the Hylamide Transparent Photography Foundation. But at least that one is like glowy. That one's on trend. This one is... I know BECCA knows what's up. I know that they know that everyone wants to look glowy right now. So why, for the love of God, would they release a matte primer? Sorry, foundation. It honestly makes me wonder if BECCA just released this like for the hype to get people talking about them again. I guess it worked. That just seems like a massive waste of money. In my opinion, BECCA hasn't really brought anything new to the table lately. In conclusion, I just don't think that BECCA has really brought anything to the table recently. I feel like they're trying to be trendsetters with the whole Zero line, but this just was not the route to take for a new hype product. Like, what happened to BECCA? Who are they? I don't know, and I'm not sure that they know either. This recent release is just so weird, and it's gotten a lot of people talking about BECCA as a brand. And I guess people are starting to notice that things aren't the way they used to be for the brand. In regards to the BECCA Zero foundation, if you don't like use foundation or need foundation, this could be like decent for you. But personally, as a person who uses foundation, a lot of foundation, this just seems like gimmicky as hell to me. And I think it seems especially gimmicky because BECCA, to me, has never been like the no makeup brand. I get that they're trying something different. I get that they're thinking outside the box, but it just seems to me that they didn't like think through this very well. Their launches aren't making sense, their discontinuations aren't making sense. The last cool, like, innovative product that they put out, in my opinion, was the Hydra Mist setting powder, the one that was supposed to feel like water. Other than that, things are just kind of confusing and they don't follow the current trends and they don't make any sense. Unless the release of the Zero line was just a way to get people talking about BECCA again. I mean, if you guys really want to try the Zero line, you can check TJ Maxx in a couple weeks. Just kidding, I actually feel kind of mean saying that. But seriously, I think BECCA needs to make some changes if they want to get back to the place they were in a couple years ago. I just want to clarify and say, I don't think they're hurting for money or anything like that. Like, I'm sure they're doing just fine without my advice. But I just think that if they want to get back to the same place they were in 2015 after their collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, they have to step up their game. They need to step back into the influencer bubble and also start to better analyze current trends and future trends and put out products accordingly. For example, if they were to put out skincare, I think that would be a really great idea for them. That's what I think the Zero line should have been in the first place. They could have easily released the Zero line as a part of like BECCA Skin or something like that and had it do really well. That's trademarked, BECCA, you can't use it. They could have marketed it as a moisturizer. They could have marketed it as a primer. They could have marketed it as like a no makeup skincare foundation. And as long as it's associated with skincare, I think people would have really looked at it differently. I sure would have, like a mattifying, pore filling primer that is good for your face that you can put under makeup. Like, I would so buy that. I think that if BECCA can get back into social media and do these big brand deals with influencers and really push their products out there, and of course make products that people are actually going to want to buy, I think they could easily get back to the place they were in 5 years ago. So yeah, guys, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to know if you agree, if you disagree. I just want to know what you guys are thinking about this. Obviously, I don't expect everyone to agree with me on this, but if you do disagree, I'd really like to talk about why. I just think it's important that if you're opening a discussion, you should be open to other people's opinions. And I very much am. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and please feel free to subscribe if you are so inclined, if you would like to hang out with me more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a great day, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.
500 Days of Summer? More like 500 Days of Sonya.
I'm gonna have to watch that back when I edit.